Let's talk contractions. Did you notice I said let's, not let us? Let's talk about contractions. My name is Jane Latz, founder of Corporate Speech Solutions, where we help you say it better. Today, I'd like to talk about contractions. They are a common feature in English used frequently in everyday speech. In written English, contractions are used mostly in informal writing and sometimes in formal writing. Contractions were first used in early 17th century and in writing during the mid 17th century when not lost its stress and tone and became that contraction int, as in shouldn't. The two words are should not, but the contraction is shouldn't. So now I'd like to share some common contractions with you. Many of you may not even think about what two words are actually being joined in that contraction. So let's go through them. The first few are very important, and I want to share why. So number one is should have. I should have practiced more. Should have. Now the contraction is should have. Should have. I should have practiced more. What is not professionally accepted is shoulda. Shoulda. It's not a contraction, it's pure slang. And remember, my video is about building business communication skills. Outside of business, you can use shoulda, but I'm here to build your clarity, your confidence, and your credibility. So keep that in mind. The next contraction is would've. I would have liked to practice more. I would have liked to practice more. The contraction is would've. And sometimes that's difficult for a non-native English speaker. So I understand the importance of saying the two words, I would have. Again, woulda is not acceptable in professional business. I would have is fine. I would've is fine, not woulda. Kind of. Kind of. The contraction is kind of. Kind of. Again, kinda is not accepted professionally. I do want to share, even kind of in professional communication is not a necessary word. There are better, more confident sounding words that can be used. Kind of is a very wishy-washy, iffy word. An executive wants to make a commitment to what he's saying. So it would be more, this is how we will move forward. This is the plan, not, I kind of think this is the way we should move forward. No. Cannot becomes can't. I cannot do this project together. I can't do this project together. Could have, we talked about that. So you know, you can say could have, you could say could have. But what I don't want to hear in business vernacular is coulda. Could have. Couldn't. Here's an example of that not. I could not figure that out. I could not. I couldn't. I couldn't would be the contraction. Didn't. I did not complete that assignment on time. I did not. I didn't complete that assignment. Does not. Two different words. The contraction is doesn't. Again, it's that NOT. We drop the stress of it and it becomes doesn't. But does not is perfect and doesn't is perfect. I notice with a lot of my non-native English speakers, when we're reading and there's a contraction, they automatically say the two words. It just comes very natural. So if you have difficulty pronouncing a contraction, it is perfectly fine and professional to say the two words. So don't let contractions intimidate you. Do not let contractions intimidate you. That would be our next contraction. Don't let contractions intimidate you. It is perfectly okay to say do not. Hasn't. Again, it's that has not. Instead of saying has not, you might say he hasn't arrived at the meeting yet. He hasn't arrived at the meeting yet. Has not. He'd. Here's a little bit of a tricky one. He would. He would do better if he practiced more. He'd. He would do better if he practiced more. Whether you say the two words or the contraction, you are perfectly professional. Just practice the contraction so you get comfortable with it. He will. He will arrive on time. The contraction is he'll. He'll. He will arrive on time. Heel. It's almost pronounced like the heel of a foot. Heel. Either one works. How'd. How would you like? How'd you like to attend? To me, it's a little slangy. I would stay away from that contraction in business. How did can also be how'd you do? How'd you do? I would prefer how did you do? But again, practice. Again, you can say how'd in any social gathering. How'd you do? How'd the interview go? I would say, how did the interview go? Two more and we can rest. Does that sound good? Howl. How will we accomplish that goal? How will we accomplish that goal? How we accomplish that goal? I prefer how will we accomplish that goal? But again, I want you to understand the contractions and practice what works for you. How will we do that? And last, how is he feeling? How's he feeling? How's he feeling? Becomes almost like it's a Z sound. Again, I might say, how is the project going? How is the project going? I just shared 15 15 contractions for you to practice. 15. Go back over the video and practice them. Be comfortable both with the contraction and the two words that are being used to form the contraction. Choose what's comfortable for you, but keep in mind the contractions that may take away from professional communication. My goal for you is to communicate with greater clarity, confidence, and credibility so you can continue to move up the corporate ladder. Again, my name is Jane Latz, founder of Corporate Speech Solutions, where we help you say it better. If you like this video, please make sure that you leave a comment and like it. Give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate your support and your enthusiasm, and I look forward to hearing from you.